Hey guys, welcome back to Frugal Fixups. Thank you for tuning in again. If this is your first time, then welcome to NCTV. Now today we're going to be transforming this flower bed at my dad's house. It needs some work, but that's what we're here for. Okay, so here I'm just going to start by removing the old bricks that he had so we can get started. Alright, so here we're just raking up any dead leaves or weeds, anything that would be in the way, because I want this to be a pretty semi-clean area before we get started. And I take out all of those dead weeds. This is just, ugh. Okay, so now we're going to lay down the weed fabric. Okay, so now that this wind is done acting up, I am using a medium grade weed fabric. Basically, I am just going to cover this entire area with it so that any weeds that try to grow through the flower bed, they won't be able to. And I'm making sure that any type of cuts that I have to make, I am overlapping it with another piece of fabric because I don't want there to be any cracks for the weeds to go through. Also, I had to purchase some stakes to stake the fabric down. It was just about $4, so don't worry, it's not expensive. Okay, so here we bought these because they fit like puzzle pieces. So as you can see, we're just lining them up, making sure they all face the same way. And I'm just leveling the ground with my feet because that trench was pretty high for the last bricks. Shout out to my dad for helping. Okay, we are looking good. All right, so now there's a method to my madness. I am just going to line up these plants first to see where I want them before we start digging them up. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am just going to cut a circle out the size of the plant because we're going to dig the hole there. And you may be wondering, well, why didn't I plant them before I put down the fabric? Because again, if any weeds try to grow through, they won't be able to because the plant is going to be the only thing in that hole. Now don't worry too much about getting the fabric dirty because of course in a moment we're going to cover it up with mulch. So just keep it kind of clean, but you don't really have to worry about it. This is all outside anyways. So now I'm just going to kind of get the plant safely out of its container so I can transfer it to the soil. Now I should have dug this hole a little bit deeper, but I learned from my mistakes, so I'll do that on the other plants. But I'm just going to make sure that I pack it in and then just cover it up with some of the dirt that we took out just so we can make sure it's comfortable in its new home. And one more time, same exact process. We're now on the last plant, but I just wanted to get it a little bit closer so you can see more of what I did. Mulch time. Yes, one of my favorite parts. So you may be thinking this is a small area. I only need about 2-3 bags. No, actually you'll need about 6 bags. And the reason you'll need about 6 bags is because if it were to rain or the wind gets really heavy, you don't want the mulch blowing around and then you end up seeing the black tarp up under it. So this is the final product. We have a brand new flower bed all set up and it looks great. It's a nice curb appeal. This is the before. Ooh, came a long way, and this is the after.